Are we supposed to laugh?
So
'Cause I'm
anyway,
feeling
yeah,
sad right
I
now.
want to cry. Yeah. Wait, let's throw on Punisher.
Can I tell you? No.
Have you watched any of Punisher?
No,
Not yet. I haven't had a
no.
chance.
It is
But
bleak.
I'm expecting that from
It's-
I had to
How
leave the
about,
room.
Punisher.
I had to leave the room.
It does not disappoint if you're expecting bleakness.
I
Yeah,
left the room
I was
going to
say that's what it is.
I have
he's a war- you know, like-
PTSD from watching like 3 episodes.
I'm telling you, he goes back in time. His wife gets shot, and I'm like, you know what? I can't watch.
Yeah, and
this
they
anymore.
keep flashing back to that one, too.
Flashing back over and over. I'm like,
Like
I'm
that's
done.
why you
I
feel like
can't.
you have PTSD
My
by the
heart
time you're
breaks
done.
every time
Right.
because the guy, like, he goes back and he's
Yeah,
happy,
it's-
and now he's sad. I'm like, fuck this shit. I can't.
And I was already depressed last night. And I was
It's
like,
killing me!
I made a joke last night. I'm like, oh, I think I'll put on the Punisher and see if this helps. Like nobody got that I was joking. Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, that is crazy, depressing shit.
Cannot wait to see, but
Yeah,
at
it's
the
heavy,
same point,
dude.
yeah.
He does an amazing job, though.
Let's put it this way: all those other series, I would have been done by now. Like I sat and binged.
But you
Like,
can't binge it because you're
I
just going to
couldn't.
slit your wrists or something.
No, I had to stop and take a break after episode 1.
But the guy
You know
is
what
so
I mean? I was
intense. Like the
wow.
acting,
Bernthal, yeah.
the
Yeah,
acting's
he's amazing.
really intense. I mean,
What's her
they're-
name's back too?
Karen
They-
Page. I forget the actress's
She's
name.
great.
She's a doll.
It's
She's a
horrible.
doll.
And you know what? It's like
And
everyone.
her strongest performance so far.
But that's what I mean. The performances are so heavy and so intense, and the topic, like everything, is just so big. It's like I can't watch this anymore.
Yeah.
It's
Are you
exhausting.
familiar with what's his name? Shit, I can't think of his name. The computer guy.
Oh, well, for Punisher, you mean?
Yeah. Chip, not Chip. Micro.
Micro.
Yeah. Micro's big in this.
Oh,
So,
cool.
Yeah,
And he's amazing.
I mean, he's like the main. He's been the main plot point of at least the first 3 episodes.
Oh, cool.
Cool. Yeah. So,
You know what I'm thinking from watching that?
and I'm
I
sure
think
it's
I
gonna.
need to
I'm
read.
sure it's gonna go at least half. It's half the season's gonna be Micro.
I think I need to read the comic or get like a book. No, seriously, it's making me want to, even though it's sad.
Okay.
I'm like, damn, this guy, I just don't like,
Yeah.
like what, like, because a lot of the characters, I don't like 100% like know
I
that
was
well.
never a big Punisher fan because I
Okay.
always just saw him as a vigilante. You know, I read the key books. You know, I read War Journal.
But why is he a
say.
vigilante?
Yeah, because-
But why is he a
Because
vigilante?
you had to back then.
Why is he a vigilante? And like
He is a
another-
vigilante. I mean, he was introduced as a villain, a Spider-Man villain.
Okay,
I think it's 129. I think.
Yeah,
but
because,
isn't he?
because he just kills?
Isn't he avenging his family?
Yes, but he's one of those first heroes who just cross that line.
Yeah,
like
but,
he doesn't.
But again, he's not a hero. That's the
No,
thing to
he's-
take
yeah.
in mind. He's not a hero.
But he's
not
sold
a
as a
villain.
superhero.
He's anti-hero. He's that whole.
He's an anti-hero.
But
He's the total
published
gray
by
area.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Marvel
Yeah, I don't get that.
superhero. So
is he being like
He's one of the-
projected
he's one of the
as
first-
a superhero to
he's
us?
probably the beginning of darkness in comics.
I don't know. I don't
because
like.
that's where it went in the 80s.
I'm not feeling
in the
it.
80s.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say. Yeah, that was when.
Yeah, because then you had Dark Knight Returns, you had Watchmen,
Yep.
and then everybody had to be dark.
After seeing Justice League,
And-
I don't want to see Punisher. I'm just like, no.
So you didn't see Justice League, did you?
No,
If you just
no.
saw Ragnarok, then you
Yeah.
haven't seen Justice
Yeah.
League.
Okay,
yeah, no,
2
I'm fine.
words. Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Here's what I'm going to say.
Bum, bum,
That
bum,
movie
bum,
is
bum,
tedious when Wonder Woman is not on the screen. And I'm not
Oh
just
my
talking
God,
about her
she
looks, because she makes the movie.
kicks
She really does.
I believe
Ass.
that, and the crazy.
And Flash kind of works,
I
but
love
he's so
him.
pathetic.
No, I love him. 100%.
When does Flash trip?
I'm 100%.
When he's doing some bad weed,
Could
I don't know.
happen.
Exactly. because
Maybe his mind was
because
on
here's
something
the
else.
truth. Technically, Flash is not physical when moving. He's not. He's not in physical form when in the Speed Force. So he wouldn't trip because his toe would go right through whatever it was he was connected
Well,
with.
I think the kid who's playing him is brilliant. He did a great job.
Ezra
It's
Miller.
hard to compare. Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
It's hard to compare. Come on. What's the
Grant
dude?
Gustin?
He's
Frank-
definitely doing a different performance.
Grant
so
Gustin,
I'll
that's
give him
right.
that. And so in that, he
Yeah.
was good.
It's hard to beat Grant
he
Gustin.
is comedy relief of JLA.
Yeah.
I
I thought he did a great
Gotcha.
job. I was totally on board with him. I loved it.
Now,
I
I
did.
had heard a lot about how much Aquaman was great.
Oh.
Wasted opportunity.
Yeah,
So many wasted
He
opportunities there.
had some little funny things too. He was funny.
Never had sharks bite people in
Hot
half.
as hell.
That's how you show fucking how badass Aquaman is.
Yep.
When you have a shark, a great white shark, bite a motherfucker in half for you.
Wow.
Yeah. And I like he doesn't use this line, but he should. Because he used it in the comics. You don't talk to fish. I don't talk to fish. I communicate with sea life.
But he did
Try
say...
talking to a shrimp.
He did say something interesting, though, in the beginning. Now, I don't want to spoil it. But, yeah, he's amazingly hot, though. Come on.
He's a good-looking guy.
Now,
He's a big Samoan motherfucker. Of course.
I mean, really? Anyway.
He's built like a brick shit house. He's
Batman?
Hey, Cal Drogo and...
At least they blonded him up, too. I'll give him that. Like they put some blonde in the hair. So
okay, because I was going to say, it's like, that was one of the things that looked weird when they were saying Jason Momoa was going to be Cal Drogo.
Yeah.
It's like, wait,
Me too.
he's dark-haired.
Me too. It's like
Arthur Curry is...
It's like we've lost
blonde.
another blonde. As a
No, but they
blonde,
did
we've
put-
lost
he did
another
have-
fair-haired hero.
Yeah.
They keep taking him away from us.
Yeah,
Because
we
Flash is supposed to be fair-haired.
Yeah,
Is he?
But you know what?
Yes.
You know what's strange? When they announced the casting of him, like some of my friends and I were saying, it's like it's so like anti. It's like he shouldn't be Aquaman. If he wanted to be a sea person, he should be Namor.
He was totally
Yeah.
Namor. Oh, yeah, totally.
He's got the look.
Yeah.
Well, look who's directing.
Yep,
or was originally.
Oh yeah, I know.
Was what? And he's so dark. You know he was going to give him a whole Namor backstory.
Yeah.
Thank God. I mean, I hate
Who
this.
was supposed to do it?
I'm not
Zack
saying
Snyder.
thank
Oh,
God
well, Zack
for the
Snyder.
cause. I am not saying because of the cause, but I am saying I'm not disappointed that Zack Snyder got pulled from that film or left that film.
Well, he left it because his daughter killed herself.
I know.
so.
No, that's
we don't,
that's
and that's horrible.
Yeah.
But
I have to say that.
it
though,
may have
because-
been the saving
Will
grace
you
of Justice
stop?
League.
No, that's not what you mean. I know you don't mean.
No,
it.
The fact that what's his name came in and finished the movie. I can't think of his name.
the one that did Avengers.
yeah.
But, Joss Whedon.
The fact that Joss Whedon got a crack at finishing that movie,
Okay.
I think brought a lot more light.
And can I say, Ben Affleck doesn't do anything for me. Like, let's just move on to the next Batman because he's like not like good.
It was weird.
He's so lame.
Superman
was better than
I
him.
really did. I saw a review that said this is Wonder Woman babysitting 5
So true.
problem Superman or something like that, and
That's
and
Fucking
and it
pussies.
nailed it. Because she was the most well-adjusted hero.
Yeah, she had a bigger cock than all of them.
Yeah, she really did. She was more
She
together.
was like waving it all.
She was a I will say this as an actor, she apparently brought her A game because, like, when she was on screen, I was convinced. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
and when she
Wonder
was
Woman.
on screen with other people, it was her that kind of made the screen, made that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you look back at Batman,
There
v
were moments
Superman-
where I thought that Cyborg looked like a wind-up toy. I really did.
I've seen
Like,
people. I don't
perhaps
want
he
to.
was.
I feel like we're spoiling it.
Yeah,
but
I don't mean to
a
spoil
couple
it
of
for you.
people online have mentioned about Superman, like up close.
Well,
or
yeah,
something
that
funky
fucking
going on with
there's
his face.
this weird, and well, not just that. There's this weird, like
What, the
it's
CGI
shown.
mustache or
No, it's shown as
No, his
phone
mouth.
video. Like it
Oh,
opens
okay.
on phone video of Superman, like before he died.
Yeah, it
obviously.
doesn't even look like him.
Well, yeah, he's not.
Hi, this is Kal-El.
I mean,
Oh,
I hate to say it, but we're talking about the actor's just not aging well. I mean, he's either putting on weight or
And Ben
Right.
Affleck too.
Ben Affleck
Come on,
definitely.
Ben Affleck. He looks like Mr. Blockhead.
But I don't mind Batman looking like
know what
this
that
is.
was.
Hang on,
He's
I don't-
turning into
hello?
Lego Batman now.
Sorry.
I don't mind Batman looking like a fire plug.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that is a perfectly acceptable version of Batman. A fire plug, like a fucking
Well, again,
a little mutt, a little
Yeah, he
the-
kind
It
of looks
doesn't
like
always
that.
have to be
Dark
Superman.
Knight. Dark Knight was
Yeah,
Dark Knight
like
Yeah,
Returns.
he
Fire
kind of
plug.
looks.
That he was.
I guess you could say he kind of looked
You know,
like that.
more
yeah.
stout and like thick and like all muscle, but more compact.
Yeah, well, that's not Ben Affleck, but
Yeah, but so I don't mind. I don't mind Batman being on the thicker side, is what I'm saying.
yeah,
You
I
know,
like a really hot
Dark Knight. I
Bruce
don't
Wayne
mind.
though, and he's not a hot Bruce Wayne.
So going back to Clark, so they play this weird, like it looks like shot from someone's camera video, and his outfit looks like styrofoam, like it was cut from fucking styrofoam. It looks so fucking shitty. And
Basically, like one of the Halloween costume
And it was-
things.
it was
like,
Big
with
Daddy-
with the fake muscles.
It was
Yeah.
Big
Yeah.
exactly. It was Big Daddy Jimmy V who posted it. I'm like, no shit. It really did look bad. Like, why
Really?
the fuck would Superman wear that?
Yeah, Superman, you look gay.
Yeah, it's like you could tell where they were trying to save a little money on this movie.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I never liked him as Superman. But anyway, let's not spoil it any further for our friend.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
way worth going to
Here's
see.
the other thing.
And
Steppenwolf.
you never know if
Steppenwolf is terrible.
does it go
Wax face.
on a magic carpet ride? No, sorry.
Steppenwolf
I like
is too
to dream.
CGI.
Yeah,
or was he
yeah.
born to be wild? No.
Let's put it this way. Who's the new bad guy in Star Wars?
What, Kylo Ren, Snoke?
Snoke. He
Yeah.
has a very Snoke feel to him.
Oh, okay.
Like very waxy,
Yeah.
almost
See, I didn't follow
troll-like,
him at all.
you
I didn't
know.
know what was going
The
on.
CGI is heir apparent in that character.
Yeah.
And that's all. The uncanny valley is fucking with me. Most
Okay.
of the time I'm looking at Steppenwolf.
But that-
Unfortunately, and that sucked.
But that
Yeah.
MST3K is sure grand.
Oh, yes,
But
it is.
now having say
Hey, and you never know.
Now-
Justice League might
now
be a
having
future episode.
now here's the weird part. Now having shit on it for like a fucking 10 minutes here, I'd still say go see it. You know what I
No,
mean?
go see it.
It's worth
We're not
seeing.
even
I'm still
shitting.
going to see
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'm a comic
not even-
nerd,
It's
Yes.
fun.
and it's something that for me, like being growing up, that
Yeah.
I longed for this in
It's
like
a-
the movies, like for when I
Yes.
was a kid. So
Right.
It's a
might
big
as well go
romp.
see it. Yeah.
It's got a lot. It's got a
Right.
lot of ground to cover, and surprisingly, because of that fact, I think it does it well.
Okay.
Right.
Because it is doing so much heavy lifting that I got to say, as a whole, it's all right.
Yeah, because and you
it's
know
got
what?
its
It's a couple
problems,
hours to
but
escape the
If you've
whatever.
been waiting for Justice League, don't stop. Don't.
Gotcha.
Go see it. You'll enjoy it on some level.
And if
I
you
mean,
love
I liked
Wonder
it.
Woman,
I
you'll love
liked
it.
it more than I'm shitting on it now. I'm just picking at it now.
And the
because I
thing is,
can.
I think we all enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I think
we
it
all
was
did.
just like.
Plus,
I don't
we had
know.
just seen Ragnarok,
Right.
so you're like,
It's fun.
wow,
Ragnarok.
that was amazing. You know,
Now, if
what I
you
mean?
yeah.
compare
Well,
the
you're just
two,
refreshed out of it.
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
Loved it.
I know,
Well,
wasn't
Was
it
your
great?
favorite? Is it
What's
your
your
favorite? Because it was Cameron's favorite Marvel movie, is what he said, and I like that.
Okay.
It's not mine.
It was.
but-
It was the.
I can see why.
It was one of the funny. It was like one of the top 2 funniest.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Guardians would be the only. other
Yeah.
one.
Because Thor is
Exactly.
really funny too.
And I just like like Guardians. I think they just put it together
I
a little
love it
better.
so
Guardians. Without Guardians, I don't think you'd have Thor Ragnarok.
You don't. You
exactly.
You exactly
Exactly.
do not.
Because it allowed the tone to change.
And
Apparently, without Kevin Smith too.
yes.
Did you?
Chris Hemsworth? Yeah, with the hair.
Yeah, yeah.
I know, right?
Chris Hemsworth.
It all comes back to
you
Kevin.
look like a
It's
hot.
so funny. Yeah, it's like because
Good
he was,
job, Kevin. I like the short hair.
because he was like, well, what are the fanboy?
Mm-hmm.
What are the fanboys really thinking about this? I like that.
But no, that was fantastic. Of course, also the and especially the way I'm talking right now.
I know we're off
having
MST3K,
Jeff
but-
Goldblum as the
my
Grandmaster.
He fucking steals the movie. He steals the fucking
Who are you talking
movie.
about?
the Grandmaster.
Jeff
Oh
Goldblum.
God, no.
He steals the movie midway
I
through. It's
can't
like once he's
even-
introduced, he
Yes.
just takes every scene from everyone who's in it.
I love every
so
movie
much so
he's
they gave
in.
him the teaser.
He
You know,
is
they
like
gave him the
so
stinger.
charismatic,
Yes.
and he'll always be
And
at
he
the
was
top
even
of my list.
funny in the stinger. It was worth waiting.
Oh,
for
and
those
I love how he
fucking
loves himself
credits.
and that smile, and he's so
He
snarky.
gives such a great.
I love all of it.
Yeah, I think he gets away with it. I really think
totally
he gets away
does.
with it.
The
You know
over-
what? I think
'cause he's like-
Jeff Goldblum does the character of Jeff Goldblum.
Yes!
Like it's
Yeah.
just he's self-aware of this whole.
He's so self-aware.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I wouldn't be surprised
That's
if
why
we
he's-
find out that
You-
Jeff
you- you
Goldblum
don't-
is
you don't know.
Grandmaster.
That's why, like, even when
The
he
other way around.
talks, he's like laughing.
It's just natural
Yeah.
selection. Yes.
Right.
I forgot my mantra.
And everything he does, like, he almost like laughs at, like, while he's saying it. So because he totally gets it. Like,
yeah,
Jeff
that's where it
Goldblum's
starts,
funny.
and then later there's the screaming and the running.
genius.
Yes, the screaming and the,
He's such
and
a
the
genius.
eating and the,
We
running.
love Jeff Goldblum. Let's just say that.
And he stole that fucking movie.
He totally
Yeah.
did. He
Hats off to him.
totally
But
did.
I had one gripe though with the movie,
Okay.
and it wasn't like a bad gripe.
I had gripes too.
It was something that Guardians 2 did as well. They reused a song that it's like the beginning with Surtur, the fight. They're playing Immigrant Song.
Yeah.
And,
Paid a lot of
you know,
money.
it's
They paid a
awesome.
lot of fucking money for that song. You
Oh,
better
yeah.
use it.
But then
And they were
later
like-
the fight with Hela
They built
on
back.
the Rainbow Bridge.
Well, because it's her
they brought-
theme.
And you know what? But that's the thing. It made so much more sense with the Hela thing. But it's like, oh, come on. There's so many songs. Why'd you have to keep like reusing the song? Because
Yeah.
Well,
they used it with
well,
with
keyed it to her.
Brandy in
Brandy
what's
too,
in
yeah.
Guardians 2, where what's his name? James Gunn has such a great soundtrack. It's like, don't keep reiterating because they.
But
like,
no,
they, like,
I disagree
I
because
know there
the
was
way
a theme
he
to it.
tied it into the story.
No,
yeah.
there was a theme to it, yes. but it was just like a little overuse because
I disagree, but okay.
in the
thematic.
trailers they had the suite using Fox on the Run, and it wasn't in the movie. And
here's the other thing I'm going to say.
Oh, Fox on the Run wasn't in the movie?
Here's the other reason. Hang on. You're more intelligent than the average moviegoer.
Oh, thank you.
That's why they that is exactly why they do shit like that.
Right. Because no normal person. Yeah, well, not normal. You know what I mean. I didn't mean that.
You know, the lowest common denominator.
That too, not normal.
Someone who's not a comic book geek,
not extraordinary
not
person.
into this, is not. They're not out podcasting or listening to them. You know what I mean? Those are the people that need those things.
Correct.
They need the. I mean. How many times do you go, oh, wow, we're in expositionary dialogue now when you see a movie?
Basic,
it's like, you can just,
you have to keep it basic.
This poor actor. And then it becomes like, all right, let me see. I'm going to judge this actor on how well he can give me this expositionary dialogue without me knowing. But it's too late because I already know.
Well,
but so how can he cover it up?
And the reason why that keeps happening is because they get away with it.
Well, they can
kind of.
You have to give backstory.
I know.
Yeah, for those that
there's
don't know,
there's good writing and there's bad writing.
Yeah. Now going back to Punisher, do you think that there's a good that they did that well?
Of course it's written well because I'm emotionally moved by it. But the problem is the only way I'm being emotionally moved is towards a fucking warm bath and a razor blade.
Right. Just honey, get the toaster.
Yeah. I'm doing this.
I'm making toast.
I'm only on episode 6, but life is no longer worth living.
I'm really hungry. Get some butter.
I know Punisher's
like,
gonna
I'm not gonna
die.
make it through the series. Oh, what? You don't like it? No, I'm just not going to make it.
I just know. Something tells me Karen Page is toast.
Literally. I like Karen Page too.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they killed her just to give it emotional significance.
Oh God.
I don't know. We'll see. Like
just like they did with that guy in Suicide Squad.
The
guy at the beginning,
Slipknot.
Yeah, who's a guy who's put in the movie so we can kill him to prove to you that this movie has stakes.